we will get started. Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शतक श्री श्रीमद श्रील अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की ब्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की नवद्वीप श्री मायापुर धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की गंगा देवी जमुना देवी की भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की कलयुग पावन श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की Nitai Gaur Premanand. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru, Shri Gauranga. Hare Krishna. So we'll start with our Mangalacharan prayers. Everyone together. Om अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगणा ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च नमः। ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निधि नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So thank you very much, dear devotees, for coming here and giving us your association today. Let's continue our study of Sri Bhagavad Gītā, which is the foundational spiritual textbook for all practitioners of Vedic Dharma, Sanatan Dharma. Shripad Ādi Shankaracharya has said, Eko Devo Devaki Putra Eva. Let there be one God, Krishna, who is the son of Mother Devaki. Eko Devo Devaki Putra Eva. Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Gītam. Let there be one Shastra for everyone. The Bhagavad Gītā spoken by Devaki Nandan Krishna. Ekam Mantra Tasya Namani Yani. Let there be one mantra, the name of Devaki Nandan Krishna. Karma Pekam Tasya Devasya Seva. Let there be one work for everyone. Service to Krishna. So let everyone have one God, Krishna. Let everyone have one mantra, Krishna Nam. Let everyone have one Shastra, Bhagavad Gita. And let everyone have one work, one activity, service to Krishna. Hare Krishna. So then the world will be Vaikuntha. So let's begin. Shri Gurave Gaura Chandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Namo Namaha. We are reading from Shri Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, entitled Transcendental Knowledge. And Amarinda Prabhu had covered verses 12, and then the next session he covered verse number 13. So, following in Amarinda Prabhu's footsteps, we will start from verse number 14 today. Please repeat after me. Namam karmani limpanti name karma phale spriha iti mam yo bhijanati karma bhirna sabadhyate. Namam karmani limpanti name karma phale spriha iti mam yo bhijanati karma bhirna sabadhyate. Namam karmani limpanti name karma phale spriha iti mam yo bhijanati कर्मभिर्ना सबध्यते. The Supreme Lord, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna, is speaking this verse to his dear devotee and friend Arjun. And by teaching this to Arjun, Krishna is teaching all of us. Krishna is saying, Namam karmani limpanti. Limpanti means to affect. And karmani means all kinds of work that we do. Krishna says, Na mam karmani limpanti. There is no work that affects me. Now, first of all, a question to all of you. Do we work?
Yes.
Everybody is working in this world. Because even eating is some activity. It is some work. Going to school is work. Cooking is work. Cleaning the house is work. Going to the office and working is work. Work from home is work.
Yes.
Everything is work. No one can live in this world without working. Even breathing is work. Walking is work. It's activity. So nobody in this world can live without doing karma. One cannot say that, okay, I will live, but I will not do any karma. It is not possible. One can try, but it is not practically possible. One cannot live without doing karma. Krishna says later on in the Bhagavad Gītā, no one can live without doing karma. We are alive means we will do some karma. Speaking is a karma. We can speak good words and get good karma. We can speak bad words and get bad karma. We can eat pious food, sattvic food and get good karma. We can eat sinful food and get bad karma. So even eating, speaking is all karma. So Krishna is saying, no karma affects me. Namam karmani limpanti. This is the difference between Krishna and us. Our work affects us. If we speed and we get a speeding ticket, it affects us. We have to do a driver improvement course or pay the fine. We have to deal with it. Just now, one patient, very, very depressed, was asking high dose of anti-anxiety medications, which are controlled drugs, very young age. So when the doctor asked, Beta, why are you depressed? You are so young, only 25 years old. The patient said, because I am going to jail. Why you are going to jail? Nice person, like all of us. This is just last week. Why you are going to jail? I was driving on 285. Someone came in front of me. I rear-ended. I was a little bit over speed limit. I was going 80 miles on 285. And one of the persons in the car died as a result of the crash. Because it came in my lane, the way I hit, it just turned over the car. And one of the passengers died. So I was charged. There was a case and it was found to be manslaughter. It's a type of homicide. So 8 years jail. So he's got an ankle monitor now, GPS monitor, and his jail term is set to start in a month. So now 1 month is with his family. When he comes out, he will be 32 years old. Peak youth of going to university, starting a career gone. One accident. Little recklessness, little carelessness. The point I'm trying to make is, Srimad Bhagavatam teaches us padam, padam, vipadam. The nature of this world is there is danger at every step. Material nature does not forgive. Just today, I changed the catheter of a patient, young Spanish 30-year-old guy. Doesn't even speak English. I was using an interpreter to communicate with him. I said, how did you end up? He's paralyzed, waist below. I said, what happened? He said, I came from Mexico. I was working, building houses. I just fell from the ladder. My legs slipped, fell backwards, broke my spine. I'm paralyzed. He's 30 years old. I said, how long have you been paralyzed? 10 years. At 20, he got paralyzed. So I was just working on the roof and I fell on the driveway, which is hard concrete. Just fell on my back, broke my back. No insurance, nothing. No workman compensation. These are all undocumented workers. So there's some charities paying for his catheter. So he cannot even urinate. He has to have a catheter and get it changed every 4 weeks. Otherwise, he'll catch an infection. And I was just thinking, the concrete did not forgive him. Okay, I slipped. My bad. Can I start over? Life is not a video game where we can start over. Material nature is unforgiving, my dear friends. It does not forgive. Padam padam vipadam. Our karma affects us. But Krishna says, Namam karma nilimpanti. My karma does not affect. No karma affects me. This is the difference between us, Jiva, and Jagdish. Krishna is Jagdish and we are Jivas. This is the difference. Namam karmani limpanti. Name karma phale spriha. And Krishna says, karma phal means what? Let's give some example. What is karma phal?
Paycheck after working.
Excellent. We work 9 to 5 job, not because we love the employer. We just want to serve selflessly. We wait for the Friday. Today is Friday. Yeah. Actually, today during Japa, I was thinking, oh, today is Friday. What am I thinking? I'm supposed to do Japa. Then I thought, well, let me just face ID, open the Bank of America account, because we are supposed to get bonus in February, first Friday of February. So I said, it's face ID, I can just look at it, open it, and just look. I said, no, this is Japa time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. But karma phal. We are after karma phal. We do good things, we expect a reward. You do a nice project in school, you expect, right? Teacher will give A grade. Yeah, our karma affects us and we care about the results of our actions. We are attached to karma phal. We go to a dealership and we give them a check, $40,000. We expect they will give us a car in return. Not that they just keep. Some basement guys do that. But then we get agitated. Karma phal, karma phal. So we are attached to the fruits of our activity. Krishna is saying, Name karma phale spriha. I don't care about the fruits of activity. Work does not affect Krishna, karma does not affect, and karma phal, Krishna doesn't care about karma phal. Krishna is saying, I do not aspire for the fruits of action. अजब है कृष्ण. कोई कर्म उनको अफेक्ट नहीं करता और वो कर्म फल की भी चिंता नहीं करते. This is like our madam, Mataji. So Mataji is a teacher. She teaches math. So now there are rules that Maithili, when she goes, she has to take her notebook, she has to do homework, she has to be on time. But those rules don't apply to madam. है ना? Maithili doesn't ask, madam, आपने किया homework? So Krishna is like that. Rules apply to us, rules don't apply to Krishna because Krishna is the boss. जैसे I am driving on 285. We are talking a lot about 285 today. I am driving on 285 and I am following the speed limit 70, 75 kabhi kabhi. And there is an aeroplane going on the top, in the air. I cannot say, hey, aeroplane, you have to follow the speed limit. No, those rules don't apply to the aeroplane. The aeroplane will not stop at any stoplight. Aeroplane will not follow these speed limits which apply to us because aeroplane is on a different plane. Aeroplane is operating on a different plane. Krishna operates on a different level. Rules that apply to us, rules of moral, oh, don't dance at night. They apply to us, not to Krishna. Krishna is Leela Purushottam. He does Leela. We cannot say, this is my Leela. No. Krishna can steal from the neighbor's house. Maithili, try doing it. Go to the neighbor, come 911. So these rules, so Krishna is glorified as Makanchor. But we cannot imitate. Because Krishna is like the aeroplane flying in the sky. No rules applies. But we have to not change lane, stop at the stop sign. So many things apply to us. So like that. Krishna is saying, I don't even care about the results of my activity, the fruits of the activity. So this is Krishna. Very, very different. Krishna is one of his kind. Nobody can be Krishna. Then Krishna says something very interesting. Iti mamyo abhijanati. Abhijanati means to know. Nabhijanati means to not know. Abhijanati means to know. Krishna says, Iti mamyo abhijanati karma bhir nasa badhyate. One who understands this truth about me, that no karma can affect me, and I don't worry, I don't care about the fruits of any karma. One who understands this truth about me, karma bhir nasa badhyate. That person also will not be affected by karma. This is a very big key Krishna has given us. We are under the laws of karma. But Krishna says, one who understands that karma doesn't touch me and I am not affected by karma phal, the fruits of work, one who simply understands this truth about me, karma will stop affecting him. Karma will not affect him. That's a very big statement Krishna is making. One who understands this truth about me also does not become entangled in the fruitive reactions of work. How is this possible? The teacher can say, okay, Maithili, tomorrow your homework is maaf. No need to do homework. She can make that rules, being the boss, being the teacher. So Krishna can say, one who understands me in truth, my law of karma will not apply to that person. Krishna can say that. I cannot say that, okay, the constitution of USA from today will not affect me. After all, these people are not giving me citizenship. I'm still on visa. I'm a citizen of India. So US rules don't apply to me. I declare it boldly. Does anybody want to care about it? No. I'm in USA. I have to obey the laws of the land. No. I will drive on the right side. Oh, where do we drive? We drive on the left side, right? In US? I say I will drive on the right side of the road. So it'll be a problem.
We drive on the right side.
Oh, sorry. So I say I will drive on the left side. See, I'm so much under the laws of karma. I forget. Conditioned soul. So we cannot make our own rules, but Krishna can make rules. You know what Krishna is called? The supreme autocrat. Krishna is a supreme autocrat. He can do what he likes. He can do what he wants. And he is our best friend. In Bhagavad Gītā, Krishna says, Suridam Sarva Bhutanam. I am your Surid. Surid means best friend, well-wishing friend. How does it feel to have the supreme autocrat as our best friend? Safe and secure, isn't it? Well, it is a fact. One devotee went to college, young boy like you all. They graduated from high school, went to college, and then grew up in Radha Gopinath Mandir, our Bombay temple where we grew up, where our Damodar Prabhu is. So he got into college at the age of 18. So went and then living in the boys' hostel. Very different, na? Ghar ka khana nahi, mummy, daddy nahi, kuch nahi. Very different atmosphere. You have to live with a room partner, roommate. So the hostel was that in first year, you have to share your room with one more boy. Second year onwards, you get your independent room. And bathroom to common hai, sir. But even room, you have to share with one boy. So he had a boy who, at the age of 18, used to do all bad things. Bad influence. Used to eat non-veg, all those things. This devotee has to share room with him now. And cannot study without tea, coffee. So canteen used to call. Before doing Shri Ganesh, I know, all the books, pehle chai. First tea, coffee. Cannot even wake up. So our devotee boy was a culture shock. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So for this devotee boy, it was a culture shock. Culture shock to live, share room, share space with such a person. So difficult. Can you imagine how difficult it is? Someone smoking, someone drinking tea, bringing non-veg, having that electric coil in the room and putting egg early in the morning, having eggs in the room. It was a very difficult situation. So this boy came, he was a devotee boy. And after a few months, he came to the temple, Radha Gopinath Mandir, and met Srila Radhanath Swami Maharaj. And Maharaj said, oh, how are you doing? How is your college life? And he said, Maharaj, it's horrible. College life is horrible. Krishna Govinda. Why it is horrible? Maharaj said, why it is horrible? He said, I have got a non-devotee roommate. Maharaj said, what? I have got a non-devotee roommate. My roommate is not a devotee of Krishna and he does all sorts of things that we are not supposed to do. So Maharaj said, no. Your roommate is your best friend. Maharaj said, you are living in the room of your heart and there is Paramatma living with you. So your roommate is Krishna, the Supreme Lord. Your best friend is your roommate. Always think your roommate is not that boy, your roommate is Krishna. Be conscious of Krishna, that Krishna is watching you. Don't worry what others are doing. You are with Krishna. Your roommate is Krishna. Your best friend is Krishna. Is that okay, son? Krishna is always our roommate. Think about it. It's not of some imagination. Krishna says, Ishwara Sarva Bhutanam Hridesha Arjuna Tishtati. I am in everyone's heart. And the soul also lives in the heart. So, anatomically, geographically, our room partner is Krishna. We simply have to realize and remember it and understand it. And so Maharaj said like that. That boy became very happy. Okay, now I have the confidence of going back. So Krishna is saying, if we simply understand this fact about Krishna, what is the fact about Krishna? That karma does not affect. And karma phal, he doesn't care. Bright kids, very attentive kids. A grade. Figure, madam? A grade. Very nice. If we understand these two things about Krishna, then karma will not affect us also. Simply we have to understand that Krishna is saying, Namam karmani limpanti, karma doesn't affect me. Name karma pushes priya. And I don't care about the fruits of work. Karma, unlike we care. Which means Krishna is transcendental. What is the conclusion of this verse? That Krishna is very different from us. We can never become God. We can never become Krishna. Krishna is a supreme auto. Yes. Krishna is supreme autocrat. Then we go to verse number 15. Evam nyatva kritam karma purvairapi mumukshubhihi kuru karmaiva tasmatvam purvai purvataram kritam. Evam nyatva kritam karma purvairapi mumukshubhihi kuru karmaiva tasmatvam purvai purvataram kritam. हमारे once.
Evam nyatva kritam karma.
Evam nyatva kritam karma purvairapi mumukshubhihi kuru karmaiva tasmatvam purvai purvataram kritam. In the previous verse, verse number 14, Krishna spoke some facts about himself. How he is the supreme autocrat, how he is very divine and different from all of us. Now in the 15th verse, Krishna is saying, all the liberated souls in ancient times acted with this understanding of my transcendental nature. So now if Vibha madam has to give an example to a student, somebody says, Madam, I want to get A+ in math. So she will say, you know, previous years, the kids that I trained, they did IXL. Maithili Rana. As soon as I said IXL. They should do IXL. Those who do IXL, she does IXL. Hare Krishna. But if your teacher says that previously students have got success by doing this, the teacher says previously many students got A+ by doing this method, following this method, then the kids will be inspired. Oh, so Krishna is inspiring us. He's encouraging us. Krishna is saying previously mumukshubi, many people who got liberation from this world, they followed this knowledge that I'm giving. They understood this knowledge. And by understanding this knowledge, they became successful. So it's a hint for all of us that we should always remember this knowledge about Krishna. And Krishna says, Kuru karmaiva tasmatvam. Therefore, tasmat means therefore, you should do your duty. How? Purvai purvataram kritam. By following in the footsteps of those previous great souls. Can I tell you some famous personalities? Namavali. Kaliyug के famous personalities कितने नामावली? Mark Zuckerberg, everybody knows.
Yes.
Brad Pitt.
Yes.
Steve Jobs.
Yes.
कि मुझे पता नहीं, बहुत सारे नाम हैं, but I don't know many of them. But like that, there are many people, famous people. No, I am talking people who have publicly said that they are atheists. They are very successful people, materially speaking. All these names I took, they are very successful people. Elon Musk, I don't know. But like Mark Zuckerberg, you go to his Facebook page. I have not gone, but it is said. You go and you look at his religious belief, it will say atheist. Some of them even have publicly said things like, thank God, I am an atheist. These are famous people that have millions of followers. And they are publicly saying that they are atheists.
Steve Jobs used to go to Hare Krishna.
Sorry, not Steve Jobs, Bill Gates.
Oh, yes.
Thank you for correcting. Yeah, not Steve Jobs. Bill Gates. Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Brad Pitt, and many others, they have said that we are atheists. So there are many famous people who are atheists. They don't believe in God. They don't believe in Bhagavad Gita. They don't believe in Krishna. But now let us think, who are the ones who are completely devoted to Krishna? Personalities like Shri Narendra Modi, Lal Bahadur Shastri, Srila Prabhupada is Acharya. Then we have personalities like Tukaram Maharaj, Shivaji Maharaj, Jesus Christ, and so many great saints in the history of this world. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Rup Goswami, Goswami Tulsidas. So many great, intelligent poets, devotees, Mirabai, singers, musicians, people who have really influenced generations and generations of people. They have been firm believers in God. Now our choice is either we follow Mark Zuckerberg and these people who have publicly said that they are atheists, or we follow these great personalities. This is our choice. And what we follow, that type of destination we will get. It's like choosing between the Kaurav army and Pandava army. Which side you want to fight? There will be strong reasons on both sides. In school, you may be challenged. Why you believe in God? Have you seen God? Well, have you seen your mind? You can ask them. Can you taste your mind? Can you see the mind? Can you smell the mind? No, that means you don't have a mind. No, you cannot see the mind on the most sophisticated MRI or CT scan. But does that mean mind doesn't exist? Is there a blood test you can check? What is the mind? No. But we all have mind. I'm speaking because I have a mind. Yeah. So therefore, we have to have strong faith in what we are doing, and we should be convinced. Because in college, in universities, we will be challenged. We will be challenged. Our faith will be challenged. And those kids will survive who have proper understanding and proper conviction. My Guru Maharaj, Srila Radhanath Swami Maharaj, was in New Jersey. And he was invited by the Swaminarayan temple there. It's a very beautiful temple. And so, jo unke head hai, they had invited Maharaj. So Maharaj went there. Maharaj was telling in a class that they were walking around and seeing everything. And then that devotee, he told Maharaj that, Maharaj, our greatest worry is many of our kids don't follow our Hindu dharma. They come to the West and there is so much peer pressure that they are not able to do what we are doing. And they have so many questions. ये पूजा क्यों करते हैं? ये ऐसा हाथ में क्यों बांधते हो? ये क्या लगाया तिलक? ये गले में क्या पहनते हो? Why you don't eat onion garlic? What is special about Ekadashi? Why you cannot eat grains on Ekadashi but you can eat fruits? What is the logic? So there are so many questions and we are not able to answer them. And when we are not able to answer, these kids, they are very scientific minded and they reject the whole culture and they say, we don't want to follow. So can you come and explain all these things scientifically to them? So Maharaj actually said that it is very nice that these kids are asking all these questions because these are intelligent questions. And it is our duty to know the answer to those questions and be able to answer them satisfactorily. So training is required for the parents. Training is required for the parents. If the parents are well trained, then the children will automatically be well trained. So we will be challenged, but we have to remember, we have two choices. Either we can follow all these great souls, the saints who will never cheat us, who never lie, who are very kind people, or we can follow people who are in the rat race. Either we can follow those who are in the dog eat dog world, who are very much running after karma phal, or those who are completely selfless, like Rupa Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami. Raghunath Das Goswami is one of our saints. His annual income was 200,000 gold coins every year, which in those days, 500 years ago, was a huge amount of money. And he left everything and was living as a beggar in Jagannath Puri and later on in Vrindavan, but completely blissful because he was tasting the sweetness of Krishna consciousness. So Krishna is saying that many great souls have attained perfection in life by understanding my divine nature. Therefore, you should perform your duty in life, do your karma following in their footsteps. Purvai Purvataram Kritam. How the previous successful people have done, like how previous students have aced their exams, you follow their methodology, you will also get success. Simple formula. The saints have been successful in their spiritual life, we should just follow their path. That's what Krishna is saying. Then text 16. Kim karma kima karmeti kavayo pi atra mohitaha tatte karma pravakshami yajnatva mokshase ashubhat. Kim karma kima karmeti kavayo patra mohitaha tatte karma pravakshami yajnatva mokshasya shubhat. Kim karma kima karmeti kavayo patra mohitaha tatte karma pravakshami yajnatva mokshase shubhat. Kavi means very intelligent person. Kavi doesn't just mean a poet. Kavi means one who is very intelligent, scholar. And karma means, we discussed, any activity that we do for which there will be reaction. According to law of karma, that is karma. And we are doing karma every day, all of us. And what is akarma?
Inaction.
Inaction, yeah. But what does it mean? Something on which law of karma cannot act. Something that is beyond the domain, beyond the purview of the law of karma. Law of karma means you do good, you get good results. You do bad, you get bad results. That's law of karma. Akarma means something that is beyond that. Something on which law of karma does not apply. Something that will not yield any karmic results, reactions. For example, if you have to enter Piedmont Hospital, ICU, you need a badge that you swipe yourself in. Otherwise, the door won't open. So anybody, common man, wants to enter, they cannot enter. The door is locked. But someone who works for Piedmont Healthcare, they have the badge. You just ting, swipe your badge, fob your way in. The door will open and you can come inside. That door lock does not apply to them because they have a badge. You want to go in that express lane, sun pass lane. So if you have the sun pass, you can go. If you don't have a sun pass and you go, you will get a ticket. You will get a fine. But fine will not apply to someone who has a sun pass. Correct? Similarly, Krishna is saying that akarma means those activity on which law of karma does not act. There will be no material reaction to that work. Going to office is karma. Hare Krishna. Going to office is karma. Doing arti for Krishna is akarma. Okay. Making a presentation in the office, PowerPoint presentation is karma. Coming on the Zoom call for 2 hours in the morning, 4:30 to 6:30 and chanting Hare Krishna is we are speaking both. There also we are speaking in the office, here also we are speaking. Akarma. So there is karma and there is akarma. Akarma means something you do for Krishna which will produce no material reaction. Now, Krishna is saying, Kim karma. What is karma? Kim akarma. And what is akarma? Kavayo api atra mohita. Even the kavis, even the intelligent persons become mohit, become confused in distinguishing between what is karma and what is akarma. It can be very bewildering. For example, Valmiki, when he was Ratnakar hunter, when Narad Muni asked him, why are you waylaying so many innocent people as they traverse from one village to the other through the forest? Why do you show them a knife and take away their necklace and bangles? And what is this? He says, this is all I have learned. And this is what I do for a living. How will I feed my family? This is my job. Once I was talking to one gynecologist, and I was talking about the sin of committing MTP in India. MTP is medical termination of pregnancy. So I was discussing, and she was saying that no, this is my profession. And it is legal in India. And I'm not going asking people, patients are coming, they want it, so I'm doing it. Sounds good. But spiritually, it is not sound. The argument is not very sound. Because every jiva has a right to appear, and you are getting a human form, a human birth. You can take birth in so many species. You can be born as a deer, you can be born as a cockroach, and a tree, a bird. They cannot understand Bhagavad Gītā. Only in the human form of life, we have an opportunity to make spiritual advancement. And that jiva, who has traveled through so many species, finally getting an opportunity to get a human birth where can make spiritual advancement, and you are snatching it away. Why? Because you don't want to take the responsibility. Hare Krishna. It's a very grave sin. We have no right to do that. But no, this is my profession. My 50% income comes from MTVs. Every day 4 or 5 MTVs. C-section, hysterectomy to ek do hota hai, but ye to, this is bread and butter, she told me. This is my bread and butter. Mother is killing babies in the womb. But she could not see it like that. But she is MD, Kavi, in society. How many people can get into MBBS? How many people can get into postgraduate training program and graduate and then have a practice? Doctors are. Kavi, Mohita, cannot distinguish what is karma, what is akarma. They think it is their way of life. No big deal. It's like coding. For them, it is their coding. They cannot decode the secrets of life. But Bhagavad Gita clearly explains. Krishna says, Kavayo Mohita. Why Krishna is saying this? Any guess? Sadhus.
Yes.
Connect it to the previous verse, previous two verses. What did Krishna say in the previous two verses? You have to understand Krishna's psychology. How Krishna is speaking the verses. What is Krishna thinking? Bolo?
Krishna is not affected by karma.
Okay.
And then people who know that Krishna is not affected by karma are also not affected by karma.
Very good. So
then this is saying,
No matter how intelligent you are, only if you understand that I'm not affected, no matter how intelligent you are, you will be affected. You don't understand.
good. See, in verse 14, Krishna is saying that no karma affects me and I don't care about the fruits of karma. Unlike all of us. Krishna is different. Then on top of that, Krishna says, if you understand this fact about me, karma will not affect you also. Wow. Nice key Krishna has given us to escape. Then in the next verse, Krishna says, so one may question, Krishna, really? If we simply understand this fact about you, karma will not affect us? Karma bandhan se mukt ho jayenge? Yes. Krishna says, yes. And many people have attained moksha just by this knowledge. In 15th verse, Krishna is giving proof. Like in Marathi, we say, Baap dakho, nahi to shraddha kar. Show me your father, otherwise perform shraddha. Don't say, my father is there, my father is inside in the room. How? Means show proof. Otherwise, don't talk. In medicine also we practice evidence-based medicine. Any medicine we prescribe, it should be proven effective through different medical trials.
But the fact that Krishna is saying that anyone who understands this truth, that means the person who has understood is also doing everything karma, right?
Yes, that's why the person becomes liberated. Moksha, mumukshu. So Krishna is saying anybody who understands this will become free. If we doubt that, then in 15th verse, Krishna is saying, well, many people have attained success by following this path of divine knowledge about me. Many people have attained success. Therefore, Arjun, you also follow that path. We gave the example of Viva Madam. That so many students have got A+ by doing this particular methodology. So students, follow this and you will also get success. Now, if someone says, well, I don't need a teacher. I don't need those liberated souls, for example, who have attained success in the past. I will figure it out. I will figure it out. Then Krishna says, Kim karma, kim akarmeti. Kavayopi atra mohita. Don't think you are too smart. Even kavis can get bewildered in distinguishing what is karma and what is akarma. Because someone may think, I don't need those examples. Self-made man, entrepreneur, startup. I will start up a company where people will get liberated. Someone may come up with that claim. So Krishna says, don't do that. Kavayo pyatra mohita. Even kavis get bewildered. So Krishna says, okay, you understand that you cannot figure it out by yourself. Now I shall explain to you what action is, knowing which you shall be liberated from all misfortune. Tatte karma pravaksham. Pravaksham, I am going to tell you now. So don't try to figure it out. There are two types of knowledge. One is ascending knowledge and one is descending knowledge. We discussed this last time. Ascending knowledge is a modern type of knowledge where you figure out things, you research, you analyze, you hypothesize, you experiment, you infer, conclude, you figure out things. Different languages, you know, madam? Coding ke, different, keeps changing, technology keeps changing. Okay? Because we are still figuring it out. That is the ascending process. COVID came. How to treat COVID? So much speculation. Give hydroxychloroquine. No, give steroid. No, give azithromycin. No, give something else. So many things they were doing. This is called ascending process. Everything in this material world, everything is ascending process. Laws of physics, laws of chemistry. When we grew up, there was only Doordarshan. At least my generation, Doordarshan. And then there were so many channels came, cable TV and everything came. Cell phones came in 2000. At least I got in 2000, 2001. Uske pehle STD booth. Now when I went to India, Delhi, there are no STD booths. Extinct. Can you imagine? 25 years ago, booming business. STD booth, every student would go. Hostel ke bahar, there were multiple STD booths. Hamara account tha. You just go call at the end of the month you pay. है ना? Because इतना use करते थे लोग. जो line लगी रहती थी, especially after 9 p.m. Because rates used to go down. Can you believe that entire industry is extinct now? ISD booth, STD booth. Then the internet cafe came. Go there to check your email. People couldn't afford computers who did not have internet at home. Either with a phone pay. I'm streaming live stream video on phone right now. So that is internet cafe ka bhi gaya. You don't see internet cafes anywhere. So when we came, the yellow cab, we used to call taxi chahiye. Abhi kidhar Uber, khata lift. The taxi comes, it's cheaper. I don't know if it is safer. But that industry is also dying. So things keep changing in this material world. This is the ascending process. Now latest I heard ki there's a competition for FedEx and UPS also. They are saying that just call this company and they will take your parcel. Pack karne ki zarurat nahi. They will just take it. I don't know what it is called. They will take it to the destination. I want to send something to Orlando. Somebody is going to Orlando. They'll just take it with them. They drop it off. Something they're developing like that. So UPS, FedEx bhi zarurat nahi hai. So like that. So this is called ascending process. You keep figuring out how to make things better, how to change things, how to make money. This is the ascending process. But spiritual knowledge is not like that. We cannot say, you know what, let me invent a mantra. My own mantra. Ek mantra banata hu aaj. Aisa nahi chalta. Spiritual life doesn't work like that. Spiritual life is a descending process. Ascending process means if you want to know who my father and mother are, you keep asking everybody, who's my father, mother, who's my father, who's my father. But descending process means you just ask your grandfather. They will tell you. Just giving a crude example. Descending knowledge means spiritual life, where knowledge comes from Krishna. Evam parampara, beginning of the chapter we saw, Evam parampara praptam. This knowledge is praptam, it is obtained in the parampara. And the parampara begins from Krishna. Krishna is the first guru. Vande Krishnam Jagat Guru. So like that. So Krishna is saying, now I will explain to you what is action, what is inaction. What time it is?
8 more.
Also, okay. Just give me maybe 5 more minutes. Text 17. Karmano api bodhavyam. Bodhavyam cha vikarmanaha. Akarmanascha bodhavyam. Gahana karmano gati. Prabhu.
Karmano bodhavyam.
Karmano yapi bodhavyam.
Bodhavyam cha vikarmanaha.
Bodhavyam cha vikarmanaha. Akarmanascha bodhavyam. Karmano gati. Karmani bodhavyam. Bodhavyam cha vikarmanaha. Akarmanascha bodhavyam. Karmano gati. So Krishna is saying the intricacies of karma, intricacies of action are very hard to understand, very difficult to understand how karma works. Therefore, one should know properly what action is, what forbidden action is, and what inaction is. So there are three types of actions. Students, pay attention. Three types of action. There is karma, means the activities that we do for which we will get good or bad reaction. Akarma means spiritual activities, and there is vikarma. Vikarma means sinful activities. There is vikarma, sinful activities. There is karma, activities that we do every day for our living, and there is akarma, transcendental activities. And Krishna is saying, very hard to understand what is what. It's very intricate. But one who is serious in Krishna consciousness will take the time to understand. I'll tell you a story. Once there was a butcher, Kasai. His name was Sadan Kasai. And he used to sell meat as a Kasai. So he had that tarazu, the weighing scale. And he would put meat and put a stone on the other side weigh and sell meat. One day a Brahman was going and he somehow lost his way. So he came in the area where they were selling meat, Kasai Khana. Why will a devotee go to Kasai Khana? But he lost his way, so he was walking by, trying not to look here and there. But still he looked at the weighing scale of the Sadan Kasai and noticed that the weighing stone that he's using is actually a Shaligram Shila. Hare Krishna. So he could not believe. So he went to that butcher and said, this stone that you're using to weigh meat, it is actually a Shaligram Shila. Oh, Prabhu, I did not know. Sorry. Somebody gave it to me. I just using it as a weighing. Sorry. What should I do now? You cannot use it like this in the Kasai Khana. Give it to me. I will wash it, do abhishek, clean it, offer tulsi leaf and do arati to the Shaligram. Give me. I will take the Shaligram. Okay, Prabhu, take it. So he gives that devotee the Shaligram Shila. Gets himself another stone for weighing. So this Brahman brings the Shaligram Shila home. It's all covered with blood stains and dirt. So he cleans nicely, then brings Ganga Jal, does abhishek of Shaligram Ji. But Chaitanya Nitai Prabhu, Mithleshwar, they have two beautiful Shaligram Shilas. You can take darshan afterwards. Now they have offered Tulsi very nicely. So he offered Tulsi, flowers, massaged them with nice oil, fragrant oil, sandalwood oil, and offered Aarti with incense, ghee lamp, flowers, chamar, everything. Shodashopachar, 16 items he offered. And as he was sitting and meditating, the Shaligram Shila spoke to him. Said, "Oh Brahman, why did you bring me here?" "Oh Krishna, because you were in the slaughterhouse. That's not a place for you. It was very contaminated and dirty." He says, "No, but that Sadan Kasai who was using me, he's actually my devotee because he always chants Hare Krishna. He's chanting my names all the time. So I feel very happy being in his meat shop, listening to chanting of my name. Hari sada vase tatra yatra bhagavata janah gayanti bhakti bhavena harer nameva kevalam naham tishtami vaikunthe yoginam hridayeshu va mad bhakta yatra gayanti tatra tishtami narada." Krishna is telling Narad Muni, Naham tishtami vaikunthe. I don't get so much pleasure in being in Vaikuntha. Yoginam hridayeshu. Nor do I get so much pleasure living in the heart of the yogis. Mad bhakta yatra gayanti tatra tishtami narada. But my greatest pleasure is to be where my devotees are singing my names and my glories. Hari sada vase tatra. Hari always lives in that place where gayanti bhakti bhavena. Harer naam eva kevalam. Hari stays where Harer naam is there. Hari stays where Hari naam is there. So he says, my Sadan Kasai, he's a Kasai. But he was born in the family of butchers. He has no education and he doesn't know any other way of livelihood. But Bichara, he never kills the animals. some other Kasai kills the animal and in the family, and they give him the flesh. Go and sit in the shop. So he's simply sitting there chanting Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And I enjoy listening to his kirtan. So this devotee asks that Prabhu, asks Krishna that he's your devotee. He doesn't even kill animals. Unfortunately, he's born in the family of butchers. So he's as a trade, because of the family pressure, he just sells it. But and such a great devotee is always chanting your name. Why did he get birth in a butcher family? So Krishna says, I will tell you, but you have to promise me you will take me back to him. And he says, yes, Prabhu, I will take you back. But I am curious, how such a great devotee got birth in such an abominable family, such a low class family, that is all day surrounded by meat, mutton. So he said, Gahana karmano gati. Laws of karma are very difficult to understand. Krishna tells. He says, in his previous life, he was my devotee. And he was sitting under a banyan tree and chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. In his previous life, Sadan Kasai was sitting under a tree and chanting. He was a Brahmana, he was a Vaishnava. And he had taken a vrat, I will never speak a lie. मैं कभी झूठ नहीं बोलूंगा, कभी मिथ्या नहीं बोलूंगा. That was his vow. I know one boy who is also like that. He heard a Bhagavad Gita class and took a vow that I will never speak a lie. So his friend called, and this boy didn't want to speak to that friend because he was studying. So he said, tell that I'm sleeping. And he quickly jumped in the bed and like, tell. वो सोए है, अभी बात नहीं कर सकते. Okay, Hare Krishna. Then he got up and started studying. Huh? Why are you laughing? Like that. This is not the ideal standard. Sal, don't do like that, okay? When I call you, you pick up the phone and talk to me. So, this Sadan Kasai in the previous birth was a Brahmana, took a vow that I will never speak lie. He's sitting and chanting Harinam under a tree. A cow goes running. Few minutes later, a Kasai comes. One who slaughters the animals. And he asks this devotee, hey, a cow just went by. Did you see which direction? She went here. Which direction did she go? There are 3 roads here. He doesn't. If he tells that she went this way, then the cow will die. This Kasai will find her and kill her. So he will be responsible for Go Hatya. But he's being asked the question, and if it says she went this way, then he's telling a lie. So Dharma Sankat. Kya kare, kya na kare. If you tell the truth, the cow will die. If I tell a lie, my dharma will become brushed. What to do? So he doesn't reply. The Kasai is not going to let go. He says, I know you saw. Tell me where the cow went. Tell me where the cow went. So he, like this, he does with his eyes. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Just with his eyes, he tells this direction. Kasai understands, goes and kills the cow. Hare Krishna. Krishna is telling. Says that devotee, because he was responsible for the murder of the cow, he was infected by the sin. And because of that, he was born in the family of Kasai. But because he was a devotee, he's still chanting Harinam. And because he's my devotee, I did not leave him. I am with him every day in the form of Shaligram. So take me back to my devotee. He will chant Harinam, and in this life, he will go back to Godhead. He will come back to Vaikuntha. The story actually continues, but we don't have time. So he brings the Shaligram back and tells that Sadan Kasai, Pagal, you don't know how great you are. You don't know how much Krishna loves you. You were a devotee in your previous life. He tells the whole story, Sadan Kasai. That Krishna loves you so much that he is with you in the form of Shaligram. Krishna has not left you. You left Krishna, but Krishna has not left you. And he is giving you the remembrance, take my name, and therefore all day you are chanting. When Sadan Kasai hears this, he becomes very heartbroken that I am putting Krishna through all this. So he leaves his profession of Kasai and goes to Vrindavan, goes to Jagannath Puri to do bhajan. But there is a twist to the story also. What happens on the way to Jagannath Puri? But we don't have time. Hare Krishna. So he's going to Jagannath Puri, chanting Harinam, and he just wants to be a devotee of Krishna. Now he says, I will give up this profession, and he's taking Shaligram with him. He is going to Jagannath Puri, decides I will live all my life in Jagannath Puri, worship at Shaligram Shila, and do bhajan. So in those days there were no motels or hotels. So you just either sleep under a tree in a forest, or if you find a village, ask somebody, can I spend the night in your house? So he decides to spend one night in the house of one family. He asks them and they happily agree. This is husband and wife. They agree. And so he says, I will sleep in the courtyard outside. So now this wife of this man, she wants to marry Sadan Kasai. She gets very attracted. So she tells him that you marry me. He says, please, I have left everything for Krishna. I am on my way to Jagannath Puri. And you are already married. So you should not even think like this. Even thinking like this is sinful. So she says, okay, because I am married, you are not accepting me. She takes the cooking knife from the kitchen. Her husband is sleeping inside. Then comes to him and says, okay, now no husband, now you marry me. And this Sadan Kasai cannot believe what he just saw. I mean, he's a Kasai, but even he cannot believe such brutality. He says, I think you're really mad. What you have done is most sinful. You killed your own husband. You're really crazy. She says, marry me, otherwise I will start crying loudly, call all the villagers and tell them that you killed my husband. You tried to rob us. He says, you do what you want. I will not do this. You are a Rakshasi, the way you are behaving. So she starts screaming, help, help. This fellow has entered the house and he killed my husband. He's trying to rob us. The villagers come and they arrest Sadan Kasai. He's just sitting and chanting Harina. Doesn't try to run, nothing. Then there is Panchayat in the morning. They ask him, are you guilty? He says, I have not murdered the husband, but I came and I was living in their house as a guest, Atithi, but I did not murder. And he tells the truth. But then most people will believe the wife. So her husband is dead and everything. So they say that we will punish you by cutting both your hands. Because with your hands you killed the man, so we'll cut both your hands. So both his hands are cut as punishment. And he's let go. But he's just chanting Harinam and carrying Shaligramji in a jholi around his neck. His Shaligram, going to Jagannath Puri chanting Harinam. And as soon as he sees the chakra of Jagannath temple, he becomes so ecstatic, so happy. He starts running, Jagannath, 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 I'm coming, I'm coming. No hands, I'm coming. And from there, Jagannath comes. Sadan, I'm coming, I'm coming. You have come, you have come. And as they embrace, his hands come back. They grow back miraculously. So, but I told this story to make a point that Gahana Karmano Gati, the laws of karma are very tricky. Now, who could have understood that this Kasai is a Kasai because of that sin? And he has got Shaligram Shila as on his weighing scale because he was a devotee in his previous life, but made a mistake. You see? So we see only the superficial, but Krishna knows many, many births back what we have done, what karma we have done. There was one story His Holiness Chandramauli Swami Maharaj tells in one class that there was one devotee. His service was to fan Krishna in a Krishna temple. All day he would stand and just fan Krishna, the chamar. That was his seva. And he became so advanced that he could speak to Krishna and Krishna would reply to him. He had such a relationship with Krishna. For so many years he had served. So Krishna was almost like his friend. They would joke, they would talk. Nobody else could hear, but they would. So one day he told Krishna, Krishna, Your job is very easy, yaar. You are just standing there with the flute, with Radharani, and I am doing all the work. Your job is very easy. My job is very difficult. Krishna says, so what do you want to do? He says, one day let's exchange the roles. One day let's exchange the roles. So he says, well, that is not possible because we saw he's a supreme autocrat. But one day you just stand behind me and hide and see what I do. But the condition is, don't open your mouth. I will tell you everything that I'm doing. What is going on in my mind and what I'm doing, I'll tell you everything. You can witness. Watch me in my office. But don't speak anything. He says, okay. So he hides behind Krishna. And then what happens is, one very rich businessman comes to take darshan. And he comes and, like that he does. Like that. He offers his pranam to Krishna, and he's getting up and going. He drops his wallet as he's doing that. Then he goes, then a very poor man comes to take darshan of Krishna. And he has nothing to eat, torn clothes, and he's praying to Krishna. Krishna, please, give me some dhanam dehi, give me some money, I'm very poor. And he offers obeisance. Wallet? Fine. So Krishna, you answered my prayers instantly. Krishna is doing all this. And this servant who is standing behind Krishna is understanding Krishna's mood. So Krishna, the first person the businessman who came, Krishna made him drop his wallet. Krishna made him do that. When this poor beggar came, Krishna made him find out where the wallet was and find it and take it. So he took it. He looked, is it anybody's? Nobody was there. So he put the wallet in his pocket and started going. Then a third man came. He was about to embark on a voyage. So he telling Krishna, Krishna, I'm going on this big voyage. Please bless me. Koi vigna nahi aana chahiye. Let there be no problem. Let my journey be safe. And as he is praying, the businessman comes. He says, oh, I dropped my wallet here. Did someone see the wallet? So only this sailor is there who's about to embark on a voyage. Nobody else is there and the wallet is missing. So he calls people, he calls the security that, oh, my wallet was dropped here and this fellow is here. He must have taken it. The sailor says, no, I have not taken it. I have not even seen it. He says, no, it's not possible. I just dropped it a few minutes ago. Nobody else came. It must be you only. So they arrest him. The king's guards, they arrest the sailor who is about to go on a voyage. So now Krishna is doing this. Krishna made this sailor become the guilty one and get arrested falsely and going to jail. Usko pitte bhi hai, dande marte hai, chalo jail. You stole the wallet. Give the wallet or come to jail. So I don't have the wallet. Chalo, come to jail then. Now this devotee cannot take it. Who is standing behind Krishna? Sab gadbad hai. बेचारा वो बिजनेसमैन दर्शन लेने को आया, उसका वॉलेट गिरा दिया. वो गरीब व्यक्ति का पैसा नहीं था, फिर भी वो धन चुरा के ले गया. And this sailor बेचारा आशीर्वाद लेने के लिए आया. I'm going to start a voyage. He's taking blessings, and you are getting him. He'll miss the ship. You're getting him arrested for wrong reason. So he jumps out from behind Krishna. Stop, sab gadbad hai. I will tell you. I am the witness. Sakshi Gopal Das. I am Gopal Das. I am the Sakshi. I will tell you what the truth is. Yes, this wallet belongs to the businessman, but this sailor has not taken the wallet. He is innocent. I saw he was just praying, bichara. That man who is outside, he is that person who has picked up the wallet. They go to his pocket. The soldiers go and they catch that poor guy. They take the wallet and they arrest him. Everything nice. This Gopal Das, Krishna's devotee, everybody goes and he picks up his chamber and says, Krishna, kaisa laga? I said everything right. You had done all gadbad. I made everything right. Krishna says, fool, you did gadbad. That businessman is number one cheat. He takes money from people, 2 number ka paisa hai. 2 number की कमाई है. All, evil means he's earning money. That's why I made him drop all his money. That poor beggar is my devotee. He genuinely has problems. He genuinely doesn't have money. बड़ा सस्ता है उसको. I was trying to help him a little bit. He will get some money. He will have food to eat at least on his plate. What is wrong in that? And that sailor, just now he has murdered somebody. And to escape the police, he is going on a voyage. That's why I got him arrested. And now you have released the murderer, the sailor. You have arrested the devotee who deserved that money. And the person who has all the black money, the businessman, he got his money back also. This is what you have. And what I had done was so right. So this story tells us how the law of karma is very complex. We really cannot figure it out because we see something very superficial. We don't know what is deep inside. What is the background of what person, for what karma this is happening, previous karma, we just don't know. That's what Krishna is saying. Therefore, we should trust Krishna. We should do our karma nicely. We should focus on our dharma and our karma. Problem happens when we focus on other people's dharma and other people's karma. Oh, that person didn't do like this. Then we become very unhappy, we become agitated, we become stressed out. We have to think, what is my dharma? What is my duty? And our duty we should do nicely. Not so much focus on other people's duty. What they are doing, how they are behaving. This important lesson we should remember. Note this down. We have to always think, what is my dharma? What is my duty? And focus on that. Instead of getting disturbed whether others are doing their dharma or not. I wished him, but he didn't wish me back. And we become agitated. We become disturbed. The relationship gets spoiled. No, our duty is to wish. Whether that person has wished or not, that is that person's lookout. If you analyze, most of the fights happen because we get fixated on other people's dharma, other people's duty. That person should have done like this, but did not do. But a wise person, a dhira, is that person who focuses on his or her own dharma and follows that. We cannot control others. If there is a relationship, we can give advice and leave it. But when we get attached, that no, they should do like this, then we become very disturbed. So these are some of the lessons that we learn from Bhagavad Gita. Krishna willing, we will see verse number 18. Verse number 18 is very interesting, very bewildering. We'll just read the translation, see how funny it is, how bewildering it is. Krishna is saying in verse number 18, one who sees akarma in karma, inaction in action, sees action in inaction, sees karma in akarma, is intelligent. So we'll decode this next time. It's a very nice verse. Okay. So we'll stop here. Now, are there any questions or comments? Yes.
When you were asking us to list the people who are atheists,
Famous people.
and famous people who are not, who are devotees. Now, when the Ram Mandir happened, I saw celebrities, cricketers, pretty much everybody chanting the holy name. So I was kind of bewildered because so far I was saying only devotees would chant, but here I'm seeing celebrities, sports people, business people, everybody chanting. So how do we understand that? And these, celebrities, they are not doing all the best.
Yeah. So again, we have to focus on our dharma, not what others are doing. We have to focus on what our duty is, not what celebrities are doing. It's not our business. But the reason they are chanting these celebrities is because they are devotees. That's why they are taking the trouble to go to Ayodhya. Why someone will go? They can sit in Bollywood, aramse. But they are going because they are devotees. We cannot judge others by their profession or by the externals. Also, it is the prabhav of the dham. You go to the holy dham and you start chanting. It is the prabhav, the influence of the holy people there, sadhus, who are chanting all the time. In their association, we also start chanting. So these are all the factors. They have devotion. they are in a holy place and they are with holy people. So they're chanting. If we have devotion, we go to holy place near Tulsi Maharani as we are sitting, and we associate with devotees, then we will also start chanting. We will also be absorbed. So it is their good fortune that they went to Ayodhya like that. Is that okay? Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji. Mataji, you are not coming for the morning japa nowadays.
But I am.
Under a different name? Kim Aparna Mataji, Kim non-Aparna Mataji, Mohita. I don't know. सदन का सदन.
Yeah. Usme, if he has chosen to lie, so can we say that choose between less evil and evil, kind of like जिसमें ज़्यादा
We have to, Prabhupada said, we have to make the best of a bad bargain.
Yeah. तो वो अगर बोलता झूठ बोल देता तो he would have been less उनका ये कम होता था.
Yes. So last time we discussed in detail about Yudhishthir Maharaj lying to his guru Dronacharya about Ashwatthama Hatha. You remember that? So yes, when Krishna, whatever, so dharmam to sakshat bhagavad pranam. Dharma is what Krishna says. And if Krishna says that he is Namo Brahmanya Devaya, go Brahman Hitaya. Krishna loves the cows. Krishna doesn't want us to slaughter animals. And you protect the animal, then we are doing what Krishna wants. So that lie is as powerful as Vedic mantras. Because we are speaking that lie in the service of Krishna. In the service of the supreme autocrat. So he should have said wrong direction. Or Kasai Badi. Bhagavad Gītā sunate aapko. Preach to him. About non-violence, about go raksha, go seva. So two options. But this is not an option. What is it? It's like, tell I'm sleeping on the phone. Okay, that's also lie. Yes.
For a similar story, like the wife who killed her husband. I don't know if it's true or not, but she was a cow, and the husband was a Kasai. He was like.
The authority is Aparna Mataji, Ananga Sundari Mataji. Mataji, have you read something like that?
And they go back to that, but I am also.
Which is this story? Which is that story? Mohita. Very confusing. Which is what story? So I don't know. I know only this much. Hare Krishna. Okay. So now, as our tradition is, before we go to Kirtan, we'll quickly go around the room, and I want to hear from all of you what we learned from Sri Bhagavad Gita today. One point that you will take home from Bhagavad Gita. And you raise your hand. I don't want to take everybody because it will take very long time. But raise your hands and share something. Yes, sir.
One who understands Krishna doesn't care about fruits of his actions and karma doesn't affect Krishna, that person will also not be affected by karma.
Hare Krishna. In short, one who knows Krishna in Tattva, one who knows Krishna as it is, will not be affected by the laws of karma. Chinatsi ghoram yamapashabandham. Krishna will free us from the laws of karma. Yes, sir.
Karma is very confusing. Even like very intelligent people will not know what is right, what is wrong. Like in the story where the sailor was actually bad and then he got arrested for good reason. And then
you like that story? Go tell it to your friends in school. Hare Krishna. So yeah, law of karma is very complex. Yes, Prabhu. Yes, I am. Very nice. What we do is karma, but what Krishna does, karma doesn't apply on Krishna's activities. Krishna can steal. We cannot steal. Yes. Maithili Deshmukh. Very nice. Go along with Krishna's plan. Don't interfere with Krishna's plans because Krishna's plans are always perfect. Therefore, Anugrahaya Bhaktanam. They're meant for the good of all the devotees. Krishna will never do anything inauspicious for the devotees. Always give mercy. Okay, who else? Yes.
We should focus on the word of Krishna, and I also learned that focus that we need to know what inaction and action is so that we can be liberated from this.
Yes. We have to understand what is action, what is inaction, what is bad action. Vikarma is bad action, karma is action, and akarma is bhakti, devotional activities. Yes, Mataji, Asha Mataji.
I loved all the points, everything. It was so beautiful, such a wonderful class. The point where you mentioned the boy who goes to the hostel and comes back and asks when he answers that Krishna is our own friend, that can be applied everywhere. I really have to keep that in mind.
In office also, everywhere.
Yeah.
Krishna is with us. We have to always be aware that Krishna is there with us. And we have to please Krishna. Bhagwan ko rijhana hai. So that is always we can remember that. Yes. Who else? Rukmini Tara Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Law of karma, so you have to understand unconscious incompetence. Unconscious incompetence is if we don't know that we don't know. Conscious competence is that we know that we don't know. That means we need to be conscious of Krishna and everything we have said already. We don't need to know everything.
Hare Krishna. It was very complex for me to understand, but I agree with what you said. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Yes, beta. Okay, kids in your class next to you are playing video game. Will you also play video game in class? Or will you focus on your karma, your dharma, your duty? Oh? Well, at least you're honest. There's a time for everything. So when you have to focus, you focus on studies. But good point. So we should focus on our duty, not worry about what others are doing. Good point. Sal. Yes. I will keep coming back to you. Who else? Yes, Radhava. Anything you learned from Bhagavad Gītā today?
Yeah, I found it very interesting that Krishna says anyone who understands this is liberated, but it takes lifetimes to understand Krishna and to reach that stage to understand Krishna, to be
Understanding.
It's not as easy as Krishna is saying.
Krishna also says that Janma Karma Chame Divyam Evam Yo Vetti Tatvataha Tyatvadeham Punarjanmanaiti Mamiti. So Arjuna. Similar verse, where if you understand Krishna's activities, Janma and Karma, Krishna's birth, Krishna's activities, if you understand Tatvata, in truth, if you understand Tyatvadeham, when you die, you give up your body, Tyatvadeham Punarjanmanaiti. You will not take Punarjanma. What will happen? Mamiti. You attain Krishna. Oh Arjuna. Krishna is telling Arjuna. Similar verse that if you understand Krishna and Tattva, you will get Krishna. You don't have to take birth in this material world. Okay. Yes, Prabhuji.
What you have to do is day-to-day job for the future.
So very important point. That so is it that we will not do karma now from today? No office, no work, no. I said in the beginning that karma is compulsory for everybody. As long as we are alive, there will be karma. Even speaking is karma, eating is karma, everything is karma, walking is karma. So we have to do karma, but we have to transform our karma into bhakti, into a karma. And that is the art of life. That is the art of living. So Prabhuji brought up a very nice point. So if we work, whatever salary we get, we have Thakurji at home, we'll buy some fruits for Krishna with that money. Whatever we cook in the kitchen, we will offer it to Krishna. So then our 9-to-5 job becomes bhakti. Because that karma phal, we are offering it to Krishna with devotion. So in this way, whatever activity we do, we should Krishnaize it. We should spiritualize it. We should make it into a karma. If we have the house, we should make it into a mandir, like this house. We have Tulsi Maharani, so many Tulsi plants. Wherever there is Tulsi, that is Vrindavan. She is Vrinda Devi. There is Thakurji there, Gopalji is there, Giriraj Shila is there, Shaligram Shila is there. So this house is a temple. This house is not a house. This house is a mandir, Krishna Mandir. And you are living in the mandir. So it's so beautiful concept. So we have to Krishnaize our activities as much as possible. And that Bhagavad Gita teaches us how to make our day-to-day activity Krishna conscious. Okay, yes. Okay.
Actually, this point that stuck with me, Madhuri also shared that this when I came, you were sharing that His Holiness Raghunath Maharaj was sharing the best roommate you ever have, and the roommate that you could change is Krishna and the form of Paramahansa. So that really stayed with me.
We have all got the best roommate.
He is the one who's witnessing all our karma also.
Yeah, guiding us. See ya. Radhe Radhe bolta. Hare Krishna. We just celebrated Sia's birthday a few days ago. So we'll wish her also. Anybody else wants to share? Yes.
Do your activities, like the results are only leading it to Krishna, then it becomes suffering.
Yes. Yad karoshi, yad ashnashi, yad josati. You have to do everything for Krishna. Yes. Yes, Mataji. Yes, madam.
Underestimate God because like God's like in control of the karma cycle. Like we saw like the guy like standing behind Krishna, like ignorant talk, like he tried to like interfere and do the right thing, but he just screwed everything up. So
Yes.
we shouldn't think that like God's life is like easy.
Yeah. Yes, Krishna is the greatest. Anybody else? Okay. So Sal?
Everything we do is karma. You cannot live like without karma.
Yes, you cannot live without karma. Thank you, everyone. Hare Krishna. Now we'll go to the most important part of the program, which is Harinam Sankirtan. Best, most important part of our Krishna consciousness. Lovingly, with devotion, chant the names of Krishna. And I humbly request His Grace, Amarendra Prabhu, to please come and do Harinam Sankirtan before we have prasad. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavad Gītā ji ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Okay.